every time we say that we have seen a superlative match, an exciting match, and every week or every 2 weeks we see another thriller. And today was one of those matches. To be very honest, 3 overs, 55 runs. You wouldn't back KKR to do it.
Hello, everyone. This is a straight bat with Gulf News and Mr. Cricket UAE, that is Anis Sarjan. We are here to discuss a thriller in Mumbai. What a cracker of the match. Without further ado, let me go over to Anis Sarjan to take us through the thrilling moments of the match.
Thank you, Sham. Hello, Satish. Hello, Maz. Every time we say that we have seen a superlative match, an exciting match, and every week or every 2 weeks we see another thriller. And today was one of those matches. To be very honest, 3 overs, 55 runs. You wouldn't back KKR to do it. But came Rinku Singh and Sunil Narine and just turned the game. And that catch of Evan Lewis, I read on post which says that it was a gold medal catch. I believe is the catch of all the 15 IPLs. And that turned the game. Otherwise, KKR would have been still hoping that they would qualify. But you have to give it to Lucknow. 220 without a loss, 210 without a loss. They deserve to win.
Satish, this is rather strange, isn't it? You have a fabulous knock of 140 by Quinton de Kock. Then you have some wonderful innings by Nitish Rana, Shreyas Iyer, and Sam Billings, and Rinku Singh, and even Sunil Narine. But in the end, one catch decided the match.
That's the way it is, Shyam. Like, it's not for no reason. They don't say that the catches win matches. And here I would slightly blame Rinku Singh. He played a brilliant knock, but when you needed 3 runs of 2 balls, I would prefer to play it much more safer than going for this big shots of a 6. You can go for a half-hearted shot which could either get you a 2 or a 3 or maybe but it won't reach the fielder. So you could have checked your shots instead of going a full hog. That's where the inexperience comes. But again, he has to learn. See, this is a big stage. Yeah, he's an experienced player in the domestic league, but the level of pressure here is different. But still, I would have said if he had played that ball sensibly, maybe Calcutta could have gone and things could have been a lot better because it then opens up the entire table.
Absolutely, you're spot on, because this is what they call a brain fade, because in the heat of the moment, you stop thinking, you go for the glory shot, and this is what happens. I mean, this wouldn't happen to somebody like MS Dhoni or any of those people. Even a single would have made things easier, because in the end, if there was only 1 ball and one run, it would have still pushed the match into a super over.
Correct.
But here they went for the glory shot. But Maz, you have nothing to be ashamed of. You guys went out of it, but you went out of it bravely. Give us your thoughts.
Well, for what a way to end this season, to be honest. It was a season of ups and downs for us. But the way we played today showed the character of every player. I think captaincy of Shreyas Iyer has been very impressive throughout the season. So I'd say we have got a good captain after Gautam Gambhir, who can take us to more playoffs in the future. I think the biggest upset for us this season would be our opening batting and also the second spinner. Sunil Narine has been very, very good. The economy of under 6, phenomenal. But the second spinner, Varun Chakravarti or even Anmol Singh or Anmol Preet, whatever, he was like, we didn't have that perfect second spinner. So those are the 2 big upsets according to me. Otherwise, it has been a very, very good season with the bat, apart from the opening and the ball as well, and a great captaincy. And as Satish sir said, that one catch, catches win matches. And also the Rinku Singh could have played it better today. I mean, Anis uncle always says the youngsters go for the glory shot, but not everyone can finish off in style like MS Dhoni. So that's where I think we lost the match, but nothing to take away from Evan Lewis. What a brilliant catch.
Absolutely. What a brilliant catch. Yes. I mean, he went sliding. I thought the ball would pop off, actually, because he landed hard and he skidded it through. Coming back on, he's 20 for no loss in 20 overs. Did you ever think that Calcutta would make it back into the match?
I will be very honest. You know what? IPL defies all cricketing logic. I had told my son, go to sleep, because he's a very big KKR fan. He said, no, Dad, KKR will still come in. And then they lost couple of wickets. Even though they had a partnership between Shreyas and Nitish Rana, I said there's no chance. I always believe that they have won that X-factor player, Dre Russ, and he also had a poor match with the bat as well as with the ball. Even he got out. Then you would never give any chance to KKR. And then suddenly strange things happened. Just Rinku Singh, I don't know what he ate, and Sunil Narine, he's like this up and down. And the match changed in a span of time. And when 3 runs required of 2 balls, you would then say KKR is going to win. And from where
Absolutely
it comes, and he just puts his hand up and the ball sticks in his hand. So
that is the only thing he did in the match.
Yeah. You know what? I seriously say, we cannot be, strategic, because I remember the pitch report given by the guy who said this is going to be a rank turner, the team batting fence. If they put 160, 165 is going to win. There was not one ball which turned. Everything was going out of the park.
Absolutely. The fly, especially when Lucknow were batting. I mean, they were batting on different service actually. And Satish, coming back to that super partnership between KL Rahul and Quinton de Kock. Okay, forget the 2 catches, because catches stopped to happen. I mean, every team drops catches. But beyond that, tell us something about that, because what could Kolkata could have done anything different?
No, I don't think they could have done any different, Cham, because Quinton de Kock is a player. He's a class player. It's just that he was not firing so far. But no, I think the good thing with him is he's fired today and he's taken it to the end. And of course, again, if you look at the match, the last 3 overs, I think Kolkata gave away something like 65 runs in 3 overs, if I remember right.
True.
Yes.
So yeah, maybe that's where you could have thought it better and could have avoided something. Then they wouldn't have chased such a big target. That again, maybe Kolkata had a brain freeze as a bowlers from that point of time. Maybe I fail to understand how they could do that. Yes, they didn't have enough wickets. That's fine. It's still no loss, but still bowling Yorker deliveries or you can still curtail the runs. Here the runs were going like it was flooding. Like the runs were going in floods. That's basically
Absolutely.
so.
The deluge out there.
Deluge there. So it's that way. I think that's where they missed it. But all said and done, I don't think we had such a very good high-scoring game, because all were low-scoring thrillers we had in the past. This one was a welcome change, because it was a good fight between the bat and the ball, I would say.
Yes, till the last ball, we didn't know who's going to win. Anyway, which is the beauty of this game. Okay, now coming back to Mayas, tell us what is happening to Varun Chakravarti. He was your trump card for the last 2 seasons, and here he's struggling.
To be honest, even I don't know what has happened. I think, he didn't have a very good World Cup as well in Dubai, and then he hasn't been in form recently. So I think even in the mental space he is in, he doesn't have much of a confidence. And I think, I don't know if KKR, apart from Sunil Narine, of course, I don't know if KKR handles their spinners well. I mean, look at Kuldeep Yadav. He's doing a wonderful job in DC. But, removing Varun Chakravarti after 4-5 bad performances, even I as a fan said that we need to look ahead of him, but maybe would have given much more chances to him or motivated him, because the lack of confidence is what I've seen in Varun Chakravarti. And same thing has happened with Kuldeep Yadav earlier. So to be honest, even I don't know what's the problem, but hopefully he comes back with a bang next season and for Team India as well.
Anish, do you agree that's a KKR problem? Because when you look at Sunil Narine, who had to remodel his action twice, comes back and still bowls those tight spells.
To some point, I'll probably go with Ma's assessment that handling of spinners by KKR management has not been good. Sunil Narine is an exception. I mean, I agree that he had to remodel his action and he came back. He didn't have a couple of good years, let's accept it. But this year he's been phenomenal. But there is some issue. It's very easy now to put up a brave face, which Shreyas Iyer did. And to some extent, probably Ma said that you're not disappointed with today's game. Having said that, their performance in this tournament has been pathetic. We're talking on the basis of this match. where, let's be very honest, Lucknow had everything to lose. KKR had not so much thing to lose because they still were on the mercy of Delhi and RCB not reaching 16 points, even if they would have won. I'm not taking anything away from Rinku's innings or Naren's innings or Rana's innings or Shreyas Iyer's innings, but KKR
forget
as a
this
whole in
match.
this tournament
Yeah,
have
forget
been
this.
poor.
Take this. Yeah, true.
So they took it close. They took it close, but in the end, I feel there's some issue in the management. I mean, we can just make a assessment sitting outside, but you don't chop and change player after every match. For 3, 4 players don't get dropped. There is some problem.
I'll take it from
John,
there.
just to come back,
Satish.
sorry. Yeah,
Satish,
no,
I will take it from what Ani said. There is a problem there. And Shreyas let slip it once, isn't it? He even said that the CEO Vengi Mysore was involved in the team selection.
Then he retracted the statement saying that, like he stays there with the 12th man and all that. Sham, team management is many players, many heads, Sham. That's no doubt about it. But I think that's, again, it's about the confidence. They didn't have the confidence going into the tournament. Maybe the opening slot, Varun Chakravarti, coming back to Varun Chakravarti, I would like to add this. See, some bowlers like a little lower bounce wickets. Some like higher bounce wickets. That's exactly what has happened between Kuldeep Yadav and Varun Chakravarti. In India and Mumbai, the wickets are the bounce is slightly higher. So you have to bowl that particular length which you are comfortable with. Whereas Varun Chakravarti maybe is liking a wicket that is coming a lower. So he's bowling at a different length. Whereas here when he bowls that length, the ball is coming much at a higher space where he is getting hit. So all this matter, of course.
It can be corrected, no, Satish? If I am making as a bowler mistake, why can't it be corrected? Whose role it is?
That's exactly what my next point is, Anil Bhai. That's where they missed it. As Mas said, they should have given Varun Chakravarti or anybody the confidence to go ahead. Yes, I think it's not there, but I'm sure it'll get better, because what has happened is you have a new captain who's come in, and then he's come into a setup which is already up and running in a particular way. They have been functioning in a different way. We don't know who is responsible, whether it's a McCullum or whether it's a CEO or whether it's Shreyas. We don't know, because
we can only speculate.
We can only speculate. So we can't speculate and say things, but certainly I'm sure they would have learnt a lesson. They should have played this match number 14 as the first match, and from there, if they had done that, that would have been a perfect continuation from where they left off last year as a finalist. At least they now know where to go and what to do, and I'm sure if they can set right their opening partnership at least, then I'm sure they will be again a force to reckon with, like in the past season, which will lag them in good stead.
I am pursuing a rather difficult line here. I am asking Mas to speculate here, because here we have a problem with Shreyas Iyer saying that the CEO's indifference in the team selection. In the past, we have seen also Dinesh Karthik stepping down, making way for Owen Morgan, because Owen Morgan and McCullum are very good friends. Then also in the previous years, or in the very early years of IPL, we have Shah Rukh Khan, the owner, coming and sitting in the box, and that also had problems with the players, and people have taken umbrage about why when a person who is not actively playing or involved in the playing process gets into the press box. So these are controversies which have dogged Calcutta all along. So there is a lot of attention off the field, or they make news off the field rather on the field. So how do you see these things?
I mean, KKR is, to be honest, a celebrity team. When a team is owned by a celebrity of that big of a caliber, there's always going to be news of the field. So, I think there has been news with Punjab Kings as well, because of Preeti Zinta, and with Mumbai Indians because of Ambani. So for the Shah Rukh Khan thing, I wouldn't agree, because in the start of the IPL, the celebrity owners wanted to come and have much more much more involvement in the game. But coming to Baz and the CEO involvement, I think Shreyas Iyer spilled it out, and I think there is some involvement of the CEO in this team selection, and as you mentioned about Baz and Morgan being good friends. I mean, last year Morgan yeah, he didn't have a good run with the bat, but if you see on captaincy terms, he has been a very, very good captain for England. And he took us to the finals. I wouldn't say that he was the only reason for us reaching the finals last year, but yeah, of course, the captain plays a big role. But yeah, chopping down of players after every 3-4 matches and the involvement of higher officials in the team selection, I think there is some problem there. So hopefully Baz is going to England. He stays there and we get a good management next season and all these problems are solved.
And just to come back to the business aspect of Knight Riders, to me, correct me if I'm wrong. To me, the Knight Riders group is bigger than the Mumbai Indians and the Chennai Super Kings because they have franchises around the world. They have in what do you call
IPL.
Trinbago, that is in West Indies.
CPL.
They bought the Abu Dhabi team, so which means they are a multinational franchise team, and you would expect them to have a better, more professional outlook. What do you say?
If I have to be very blunt and very honest, for some franchises, cricket is business, is not about a passion like we all have. A lot of owners do have passion, but a lot of owners don't know what is cricket. For them, it's a business. When I say business, is that getting revenue out of sponsorship, getting revenue out of broadcasting. They don't understand the nitty-gritty of the game. So I was just sharing with Satish and rather Maz off air that most of time IPL matches, such high franchise cricket matches, are lost off the field than on the field. And if people can understand what I mean is that a lot of interference is happening, not giving the players the freedom or giving too much freedom to the players can mess up the whole team. And that is why there are two owners who have been successful. You cannot win 9 IPL titles out of 14. There is a reason behind them winning it because they follow a particular pattern, which the other franchises have not.
Absolutely. Now, to coming away from Calcutta, Satish, tell us where does this take Lucknow? Because Lucknow is more or less stitched up there.
No, they're qualified, Sham. Lucknow is qualified. They are
18 points from 14 matches.
They're qualified already. So I think now we are waiting for the next two.
Third and fourth.
Third and fourth, which I think.
No. What I mean, where do they go from here in the sense? In the qualifying, where do you see them progressing? Will they make the final? Will they win it? Or
I don't see them winning because again it's again the two people, the openers, they are banking on the openers. They don't seem to be the all-round team that like a Gujarat or maybe other teams are there. Some of them have not even qualified. That's a different issue. But they don't seem to be that all-round team. But they are banking on these individual brilliances, especially one or two individuals, which is going to be a problem because we have seen in the past, Gale, RCB was banking on Gale. He used to get them tons and tons of runs. But once it comes to the super playoffs, he fails and then he won't know what to do. Similarly, if Rahul or Quinton de Kock leaves early, and I'm sure they will be at sea. But the advantage is both Gujarat and Lucknow, they get the second chance because they probably finish 1 and 2, which means the loser gets into the qualifier 2, which will give them the second chance. But I still feel Lucknow is at a disadvantage with the way that I look at their performances through the season.
Just to add on for the playoffs, even Rajasthan can finish in top 2 if they win their next match because of the run rate. So it's not fixed for LSG.
They have already announced. I'm not sure. Maybe I'm just.
No, they just qualified because
No, they have
RR is on
qualified.
16 points.
No, Lucknow's
But
made it.
top 2 is not finished. Top 2 is not fixed though, because
top 2 is not fixed.
if RR wins
Lucknow
their
is
next
qualified.
match, yeah, definitely.
Irrespective
But
of
if
what
RR wins their
the
next
RR
match,
is better
then
than LSG. So if RR wins, they will come in the second
they
spot.
finish
No, but
top.
RR has to win, and they shouldn't lose any runs or anything. The run rate also should be good enough.
At the
So all
moment,
this
they are ahead of LSG.
Yeah,
So
at
right.
the moment,
If they win, the run rate doesn't get down. So
they're playing the next match against Chennai, so you never know what will happen.
Okay, we are getting to the close of the IPL. So we will have we can discuss more of it later. And tell us about about our contest, because we couldn't have predicted this result today. So let us know what is in store for our readers.
Well, again, I'll repeat the line. IPL defies all cricketing logic. But at Gulf News, there is a logic. Predict the winner. And you walk away with this beautiful apparel kit as well as a 1-year digital subscription. You are a winner every day on Gulf News. But with IPL matches, you don't know who's going to win. So remove your cricketing cap, keep it on the side. Just make a blind guess and you will be the winner.
Good one. Good one, Anish.
Okay, now it's our turn to predict the winner tomorrow. Tomorrow is RCB playing Gujarat Titans. Who is going to win, Maz?
I think RCB should play their heart out and win this match. Gujarat is already fixed in the top 2, so they don't have anything. Yeah, they'll rest players, especially they should be resting Hardik Pandya and Rashid Khan. But RCB is going to play their heart out, and I hope they win tomorrow so that they can qualify.
So Bangalore or Gujarat, Satish?
I feel Bangalore will throw the kitchen sink tomorrow, Sham, because they don't have they are desperate to win. So that way, they have also lost very close matches, couple of them, and I'm sure they will do everything in their the possibility to come out winners. So I will go with RCB as well tomorrow. Though Gujarat Titans, I would think they will be the team to beat in the final also, but I would go with RCB.
And Satish says that Bangalore is going to throw the kitchen sink at Gujarat, but Gujarat's performance has been so dominant. Will that be enough?
Well, like I mentioned, Sham, there is a very highly possible chance that Gujarat will rest players, and they need to give rest to guys like Rashid Khan. Even Pandya, they might not play tomorrow, just because for them, this match doesn't matter. So it's better to put your feet up and give other players a chance who have not got an opportunity. At the second time, RCB, as much as we all back them to win tomorrow, but that doesn't guarantee them the play. So are they going to go berserk where they need to win by 100 runs to go ahead of Delhi? Are they going to do that? Or they're going to be smart enough and hope that win this match and hope for the best that, DC goes the last match to Mumbai? I don't know what's going to, but I'm backing RCB to win. But if they go the other way, it might backfire, because sometimes going berserk, you might end up losing badly.
Correct.
What are they going to put? Which thinking cap they're going to put? I don't know. I believe they should go for the win and hope for the best that Mumbai will not allow, because Mumbai and Delhi rivalry is strong. Mumbai will not give it easy on a platter to Delhi.
My gut feeling is Gujarat might still win even if they don't feel their full team.
Best 11.
Simply because they are on a high.
They are on a roll.
So when a team is winning, that rubs on the rest of the players, whether you're a substitute or when you come off the bench also.
You're right.
Correct.
You are on a high. Your adrenaline is really, really flowing. So Bangalore will find it very, very difficult to beat Gujarat tomorrow. So I put my money on Gujarat actually. And that's it for today. So for all the latest updates and breaking news, please log on to Gulf News and all our channels. And please join us tomorrow for our video chat. Thank you very much. Good night.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Goodbye from KKR this season.
Bye-bye.